Yellowstone National Park. Yellowstone is not only known for its geothermal features but also its expansive meadows, pristine lakes, and thunderous waterfalls. Witness the otherworldly landscapes of the Norris Geyser Basin and the bubbling mud pots of Fountain Paint Pot. Explore the Lamar Valley for a chance to spot wolves and other wildlife in their natural habitat. Yellowstone National Park's uniqueness and iconic status are attributed to a combination of extraordinary geological features, diverse ecosystems, abundant wildlife, and its historical significance as the world's first national park. Here's what sets Yellowstone apart. Geothermal wonders. Yellowstone is a hotbed of geothermal activity, boasting over half of the world's geysers, including the renowned Old Faithful. The park's geysers, hot springs, mud pots, and fumaroles showcase the Earth's inner energy and create an otherworldly landscape that can't be found anywhere else. Yellowstone Caldera. The park sits atop the Yellowstone Caldera, one of the largest active volcanic systems on Earth. This supervolcano has played a pivotal role in shaping the landscape and geothermal features of the park, making it a living laboratory for studying volcanic activity. Breathtaking landscapes. From the dramatic Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone to the serene shores of Yellowstone Lake, the park's landscapes vary widely, encompassing forests, meadows, mountains, canyons, and rivers. The diversity of natural features is a photographer's paradise. Wildlife abundance. Yellowstone is a haven for wildlife, including grizzly bears, wolves, bison, elk, and more. The park's successful efforts in restoring populations of these species make it one of the best places in North America to observe a wide variety of animals in their natural habitats. The geothermal features in Yellowstone, including geysers, hot springs, mud pots, and fumaroles, are a result of the park's unique geological setting and the presence of a massive volcanic system beneath its surface. Here's how these fascinating features came to be. Subsurface volcanic activity. Yellowstone National Park sits atop the Yellowstone Caldera, which is essentially a massive volcanic hotspot. This hotspot is fueled by a mantle plume, a column of hot rock rising from deep within the Earth's mantle. As the mantle plume ascends, it brings intense heat and molten rock, magma, closer to the surface. Magma chambers. Beneath Yellowstone, there are vast chambers of molten rock known as magma chambers. These chambers are responsible for the heat that drives the geothermal activity in the park. Hydrothermal circulation. Rainwater and snowmelt seep into the ground and percolate deep into the Earth's crust. As this water reaches the superheated rocks of the magma chamber, it is heated to high temperatures. Reservoir formation. The heated water becomes superheated and pressurized, creating a reservoir of scalding water and steam below the Earth's surface. Old Faithful is not just a geyser. It's an iconic natural phenomenon that holds immense significance within Yellowstone National Park and the world of geothermal wonders. Here's why Old Faithful is celebrated and revered. Predictable eruptions. Old Faithful is renowned for its predictability. Unlike many geysers that have irregular eruption intervals, Old Faithful's eruptions occur approximately every 60 to 90 minutes. This predictability has made it a sought-after attraction for visitors, allowing them to gather around and witness its spectacular displays with anticipation. Height and duration. When Old Faithful erupts, it sends scalding water and steam shooting into the air at impressive heights, often reaching between 130 to 180 feet, 40 to 55 meters. Eruptions typically last around 1.5 to 5 minutes. The combination of height, duration, and regularity makes Old Faithful's eruptions a captivating spectacle. Accessibility. Old Faithful is easily accessible to visitors due to its proximity to the Old Faithful Visitor Center and other amenities. This accessibility, combined with its reliability, makes it a favorite for individuals of all ages, including families and those with limited mobility. Cultural symbolism. Old Faithful has become a symbol of Yellowstone itself. Its name, Old Faithful, reflects the trust visitors have in its punctual eruptions. The geyser's fame has contributed to its cultural significance, often representing the beauty and wonder of natural processes. Yellowstone's volcanic history has played a pivotal role in shaping the park's current landscapes, ecosystems, and geological features. The ongoing volcanic activity, even though relatively dormant, has created a unique environment that influences everything from geothermal features to wildlife habitats. Here's how Yellowstone's volcanic history continues to impact its surroundings. Geothermal activity. Yellowstone's volcanic past is responsible for the park's extensive geothermal activity, including geysers, hot springs, fumaroles, and mud pots. The presence of a magma chamber deep beneath the surface heats groundwater, creating the conditions for these spectacular hydrothermal features to thrive. Hydrothermal ecosystems. The geothermal activity creates microclimates that support specialized ecosystems known as hydrothermal ecosystems. Microorganisms known as thermophiles thrive in the extreme conditions of these environments, creating vibrant colors and contributing to unique food chains. Geologic formations. Volcanic eruptions have sculpted the park's landscapes, forming features such as the Yellowstone caldera, the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone, and towering mountains like the Absaroka Range. These formations define the park's topography and vistas. Thermal features and water chemistry. Volcanic activity releases minerals and gases that contribute to the distinct colors and chemical compositions of the park's hot springs and geysers. The water's mineral content supports unique microbial communities and shapes the appearance of these features. The Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone is a breathtaking geological marvel located within Yellowstone National Park in the U.S. state of Wyoming. It's a stunning testament to the power of natural forces that have shaped the Earth's landscapes over millions of years. Here's an overview of the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone and the geological forces that formed it. The Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone. The Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone is a deep and narrow gorge carved by the Yellowstone River through the volcanic rock of the park. It stretches for approximately 24 miles, 39 kilometers, and reaches depths of up to 1,200 feet, 366 meters. The canyon's walls are adorned with colorful layers of rock, showcasing the passage of time and the complex geological history of the region. Geological forces and formation. The formation of the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone is the result of a combination of volcanic activity, erosion, and tectonic forces. Here's how these processes shaped this remarkable natural wonder. Volcanic origins. The canyon was carved through the rocks of the Yellowstone caldera, a massive volcanic system beneath the park. The caldera formed as a result of volcanic eruptions and subsequent collapses of the Earth's surface. Rhyolite and tuff. The rocks that make up the canyon's walls are primarily rhyolite and tuff, which are volcanic igneous rocks. These rocks are resistant to erosion, contributing to the canyon's dramatic cliffs. Yellowstone's geothermal activity has a profound impact on the park's biodiversity, creating unique ecosystems and influencing the distribution of plant and animal species. The interplay between geothermal features and the living organisms that call Yellowstone home is a fascinating example of how extreme environments can give rise to specialized habitats. Here's how geothermal activity affects biodiversity in Yellowstone. Hydrothermal ecosystems. Geothermal features like hot springs and geysers create hydrothermal ecosystems. These environments are characterized by extreme temperatures, acidic conditions, and mineral-rich waters. Microorganisms known as thermophiles thrive in these extreme habitats, forming the base of the food chain. These thermophiles are unique to geothermal areas and play a crucial role in the park's biodiversity. Thermophilic microbes. Thermophiles are heat-loving microorganisms that have adapted to survive in the scalding temperatures of hot springs. They are often responsible for the vibrant colors seen in the pools, as their pigments change with temperature. These microbes provide a food source for certain aquatic insects and other organisms, contributing to the diversity of life in hydrothermal areas. Bacterial mats. Microbial mats, formed by thermophiles, create colorful and intricate structures along the edges of hot springs. These mats trap sediments and provide a substrate for other organisms, creating a unique habitat for various species. Plant life. Certain plant species have adapted to grow in the nutrient-rich soils influenced by geothermal activity. These plants are well suited to withstand the challenges posed by the harsh conditions, including temperature fluctuations and mineral deposits. Wildlife habitat. Geothermal areas can provide warm habitats for animals during the colder months. Some animals, such as waterfowl and bison, are known to frequent these areas for warmth and access to geothermally heated water. Influence on surrounding ecosystems. Geothermal activity can influence the surrounding ecosystems by altering soil chemistry and nutrient availability. As water from geothermal features flows into rivers and streams, it can affect aquatic habitats downstream. Indicator species. Certain species are considered indicator species for geothermal activity. Their presence or absence can provide insights into the health of these specialized ecosystems. Educational value. The study of thermophiles and other extremophiles in Yellowstone's geothermal areas has contributed to our understanding of life's adaptability to extreme conditions, providing insights into the potential for life on other planets. While geothermal activity shapes unique habitats in Yellowstone, it's important to note that these areas are sensitive and fragile. Visitors are encouraged to stay on designated paths and boardwalks to minimize their impact on these delicate ecosystems. Yellowstone's geothermal activity serves as a reminder of the diversity of life on our planet and the incredible ways in which life can thrive even in the most challenging environments. Yellowstone National Park plays a significant role in the conservation of endangered species through its protected habitats, restoration efforts, scientific research, and public education initiatives. The park's vast and diverse landscapes provide a refuge for several species that are classified as threatened or endangered. Here's how Yellowstone contributes to the conservation of these species. Bison restoration. Yellowstone is home to one of the last remaining genetically pure herds of American bison. Bison were nearly driven to extinction, but the park has played a crucial role in their conservation by maintaining a population that has the genetic integrity of the species. These efforts have contributed to the recovery of the bison population. Gray wolf reintroduction. In the 1990s, gray wolves were reintroduced to Yellowstone after an absence of nearly 70 years. This landmark effort aimed to restore a top predator to the ecosystem, balancing the population of elk and deer and positively impacting vegetation and other species. The success of wolf reintroduction has been a milestone in wildlife conservation. Grizzly bear recovery. The grizzly bear population in Yellowstone has been listed as threatened under the Endangered Species Act. Park management and conservation partners work to monitor and protect grizzly bears and their habitat, including public education efforts to reduce human-bear conflicts. Canada lynx habitat. Though not a resident species, Yellowstone provides critical habitat for the Canada lynx, a federally threatened species. Conservation efforts in the park contribute to the protection of this elusive feline. Fish species preservation. Yellowstone's rivers and lakes are home to several native fish species that face challenges due to habitat degradation and competition with non-native species. Conservation initiatives focus on restoring aquatic habitats and supporting native fish populations. Research and monitoring. Scientific research conducted in Yellowstone provides valuable insights into the behavior, ecology, and health of various species. This information informs conservation strategies and helps mitigate threats to endangered species. Public education and awareness. Yellowstone's role in conserving endangered species extends to public education and awareness. Interpretive programs, visitor centers, and ranger-led activities help educate visitors about the importance of protecting and preserving the park's unique biodiversity. Collaboration with partners. Yellowstone collaborates with other federal and state agencies, conservation organizations, and tribal communities to implement comprehensive strategies for species conservation. Biodiversity preservation. By protecting habitats and ecosystems, Yellowstone indirectly benefits a wide range of species beyond those that are specifically designated as endangered. Healthy ecosystems support a variety of flora and fauna, contributing to overall biodiversity. In essence, Yellowstone National Park serves as a critical refuge for endangered and threatened species, demonstrating the importance of protected areas in conserving biodiversity. The park's conservation efforts contribute to broader initiatives aiming to preserve and restore the delicate balance of nature for current and future generations. The hot springs of Yellowstone National Park are renowned for their vibrant colors and intricate formations. These stunning features are the result of unique geological and microbial processes interacting with the mineral-rich waters of the park's hydrothermal areas. Here's a look at the different colors and formations of hot springs and how they are created. Colorful palette. Yellowstone's hot springs exhibit a stunning array of colors, ranging from deep blues and greens to brilliant oranges and reds. These colors are a result of the presence of various pigmented microorganisms known as thermophiles. Each color corresponds to different types of thermophiles thriving in the hot springs' extreme conditions. Cyanobacteria. Some of the most common thermophiles in hot springs are cyanobacteria, also known as blue-green algae. These microorganisms contain pigments that produce colors ranging from green to deep blue. The pigments serve to protect the cyanobacteria from intense ultraviolet, UV, radiation and can create beautiful hues in the water. Thermophilic bacteria. Other thermophiles, like thermophilic bacteria, can contribute to colors such as yellow, orange, and red. These colors often indicate the presence of minerals like sulfur or iron in the water, which interact with the thermophiles to create striking visual effects. Microbial mats. Thermophiles and other microorganisms often form thick, intricate mats along the edges of hot springs. These microbial mats trap sediments and minerals, contributing to the formation of terraces and other formations. The mats themselves can range in color from green to orange, depending on the predominant types of thermophiles. Silica deposits. Minerals dissolved in the hot spring water, such as silica, can precipitate out of the water as it cools, forming intricate mineral deposits. These deposits can create visually stunning formations that resemble delicate terraces or artistic sculptures. Hot spring depths. The colors and microbial life in hot springs can vary with depth. Deeper parts of the spring may exhibit different colors due to changes in water temperature, chemical composition, and light penetration. Acidic conditions. In some cases, the hot spring's acidity can impact coloration. Acidic conditions can dissolve minerals and change the color of the water and the surrounding formations. Unique microbial communities. Each hot spring has a unique combination of mineral content, temperature, and other factors that influence the types of thermophiles that can thrive there. This results in a diverse range of colors and formations throughout the park. In essence, the breathtaking colors and formations of Yellowstone's hot springs are a result of the interaction between mineral-rich water, extreme geothermal conditions, and specialized microorganisms. These hydrothermal features are a testament to the intricate beauty that arises when the forces of nature combine in a remarkable dance of chemistry and biology. Yellowstone National Park employs a range of measures to protect its delicate ecosystems and natural wonders while providing for visitor enjoyment and educational opportunities. These measures aim to ensure the long-term conservation of the park's unique landscapes, biodiversity, and geothermal features. Here are some key conservation strategies and management practices in place. Wilderness protection. A significant portion of Yellowstone is designated as wilderness, where natural processes are allowed to unfold with minimal human intervention. These areas provide essential habitat for wildlife and maintain the park's pristine landscapes. Visitor education. Educational programs, interpretive signs, and ranger-led activities help visitors understand the importance of preserving the park's delicate ecosystems. Visitors are informed about leave no trace principles, responsible wildlife viewing, and the significance of staying on designated trails. Resource management. Yellowstone's management practices focus on preserving natural resources. This includes monitoring wildlife populations, managing invasive species, restoring aquatic habitats, and ensuring the health of the park's forests. Restoration efforts. Restoration projects are conducted to enhance and restore ecosystems that have been impacted by human activities. These projects can involve removing non-native species, rehabilitating disturbed areas, and restoring riparian zones. Geothermal feature protection. Boardwalks and pathways are constructed in geothermal areas to prevent visitors from damaging fragile thermal formations. These designated paths allow visitors to experience the features while minimizing their impact. Wildlife management. Efforts are made to maintain healthy wildlife populations while avoiding overpopulation. Programs include monitoring species like wolves, bears, and bison to ensure ecological balance and the well-being of the animals. Controlled access. Certain sensitive areas of the park may have restricted access to protect fragile ecosystems and prevent human disturbance. Conservation partnerships. Yellowstone collaborates with various organizations, agencies, and Native American tribes to address conservation challenges on a broader scale and implement effective strategies. Climate change adaptation. Yellowstone is engaged in studying the effects of climate change on the park's ecosystems and habitats. This information helps inform strategies for mitigating and adapting to these changes. Sustainable tourism. Park management promotes sustainable tourism practices to minimize the ecological footprint of visitors while allowing them to enjoy the natural beauty of Yellowstone. Research and monitoring. Ongoing scientific research and monitoring efforts help gather data on the park's ecological health, informing management decisions and conservation strategies. Preserving cultural heritage. In addition to natural resources, Yellowstone also protects cultural resources, such as archaeological sites and historic structures, to maintain the park's cultural heritage. Regulation enforcement. Park rangers enforce regulations that protect the park's resources, including wildlife, vegetation, and geological features. Adaptive management. Yellowstone employs adaptive management strategies, where management practices are continually evaluated and adjusted based on the latest scientific findings. Overall, Yellowstone National Park's commitment to conservation, sustainable practices, and responsible visitor use ensures that its delicate ecosystems, geothermal wonders, and natural beauty are preserved